Coach, we know it's going to take a little time, but
Right.
do you see your team already little things there where you can say, okay, you guys are going to work?
I really thought we got better today in a lot of the little things, just effort. We practiced harder, longer. We finished the drills better. We had a lot less guys, if they ended up on the ground, staying on the ground, they got up off the ground. Just the little things to hustle. Very coachable and teachable today. I didn't see anybody bow his neck or even act like anything other than coach me, coach attitude. So now we got a long way to go overall, but when they practice that way and they buy in that way, we got a chance.
Hey, Coach, kids are all talking about how this is fun practicing.
Yeah.
Is that something you like to hear?
Well, yeah, it is because we're working hard, and if we weren't working hard and we weren't doing it the way we want it to be done, I'd be concerned. But I think they enjoy the organization, they enjoy the tempo, they enjoy the coaching, they enjoy the consistency of how we're asking everybody to do the same thing, whether it be how they dress or how they have their chin strap buckle when a drill starts or whatever it may be. And so I think that's probably why they're enjoying it. And I think they're already seeing that we're getting better.
Mark, how do you balance? Some of the guys are saying that you guys have been hard on them too. It's tough.
Yeah.
But how do you balance that and still earning their respect? And
we don't. I'm not. There's a certain way we want things done, and we're going to ask them to do it that way, and then we're going to demand basically that they do it that way. And when you're consistent with them, this is the way we're going to do it. If you don't do it that way, this is what's going to happen. Well, they learn pretty quick if you follow through. If you only follow through once or twice, or one day you're in a good mood and you do it one way, one day you're in a bad mood, you do it another way, it's confusing. So, I think every team, and even when you raise kids, it's like, they want to know if you're serious. Hey, yeah, you got to be in at 11, son. Well, if he comes in 11:15 4 nights in a row, he's like, whatever, But if he shows up at 11:01 and you bust his tail, every time he knows that you're serious. So then they'll stay within the boundaries you give them. Especially what I see from these guys, because I think they really do want to buy in.
Coach,
How do you
it was
get back
noteworthy.
on track, Coach?
I told him he'd be next.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Thank you. It was noteworthy in the press release that Tom sent out about the hiring of Manny Diaz. You had a quote in there talking about getting back to 4-3, attacking defense. Why was that style important to you? Why does that appeal to you?
Well, it wasn't 100%. It wasn't like I had to have a 4-3 no matter what. Okay, I was wanting that, but you got to hire the right man. And if he happens to run a 3-4 with some 4-3 concepts, if he's the right man, if he's the best man for the job, then hire him. But I really feel Manny was the best man for the job, and I do love the fact that it is, in a 4-3 format, because it does let guys just turn it loose. And kids, I think they really enjoy doing that. If you're kind of read and react team and that kind of thing, it's just not quite as fun. Then if everybody on the team has a chance to make a play within their gap responsibility.
And the type of kid you recruit here in South Florida, that's the way they play.
Well, you want guys with speed. You want guys that, are very, very athletic. And but you want guys that are going to be coachable and teachable. And it's not like guys are just doing what they want to do, but they're turning it loose because their assignments aren't so. There aren't so many assignments that their minds are binded up. A confused player can't play fast. So coach makes it simple for the defense, but creates problems for the offense. And that's the other thing I know about Manny. He's a very smart football coach. He understands offensive football. He understands protections. He understands run game. He understands what offenses are trying to accomplish, and then he'll have something for it.
When you map this spring out, how much of the offense are you trying to install in the 15 practices?
I would say when it's done, probably close to 80% of what we would do, and a lot of the things that you would do. I don't want to get too technical, but you might have a route and a protection that if they bring a certain blitz, you'll throw hot, you'll throw quick. Well, when they're veterans and they know better, they may change who the Mike linebacker is and set the protection where we can block the blitz and throw downfield and maybe get a bigger play. But you can't give them everything too fast. So we'll crawl in first, and then we'll begin to run. So it might be the same plays and even the same protection, but I'm giving them what they need to know right now to survive, and to understand it. And then when people create issues for us, then we'll have different answers, an exception to the rule, or, even a better way to protect than maybe the protection that was called. Football, in my opinion, nowadays you can't just call a play and run it anymore. You have to get in the right protection, you have to get in the right run game, and it takes a lot of work by everybody, and the QB has got to be on it and really know what he's doing.
Do you have a sense how much time you'll spend on defense?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I hired Manny to be the tip of the spear on this thing. I mean, I'm going to be coaching offense. I'll be very involved in special teams, and I will meet with the defensive staff on a weekly basis, once or twice a week. Once early in the week to kind of get a feel of what's happening as far as what he's thinking, and then the other, after games, that we'll review everything together and talk about personnel and all that kind of thing. But Manny's being hired to run the show, because I'm not going to be over there trying to tell the defense what to do. Now, there may be some things that I might say, hey, when a defense does this to us, it's problematic. You might want to think about it or whatever, but I'm not going to claim to be an expert compared to what Manny knows.
Coach, you weren't
Last
kidding.
question, guys.
You weren't kidding about the no extra conditioning out here after practice. You guys are off. That means they work hard.
Yeah, they worked hard. You don't get to see us, but at the end of, we have what we call team 11 on 11, where everybody's working at the same time, and we'll go 4-play racks. And on the 4th play, they got to sprint to the sideline. So they'll do it they'll do it 12 times, 12 sprints in practice. So instead of getting sprints afterwards, we're getting the sprints in practice. And it's just like when a play's over, you need to go back to the huddle anyway, or you need to go to the sideline anyway if it's a special team or something. So it's also a good habit not to have a lot of extracurricular when the play's over. Play's over, go to the next play. Okay, good to see you all.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.